You saw a few, there's a lot of satellites, and there's a lot of jargon use, terminology use, and so on, so it can get quite confusing. And you also think about how do you actually benefit from all this satellites, and also the data that you say that it's free for you to download and use. So first of all, do you believe that the data is free for you to download and use right now? You feel like it looks exorbitantly expensive, so definitely you're not going to use it, or you cannot use it because you have to pay for it. But actually the data is free and you're able to download it. And just let me show you one website at least that I use to download the data for my own work. So to make it more down to earth for you, one website is this OceanColor website. You can Google it. OceanColor, NASA maybe, if you don't have the actual website there, but then at least you can just use Google to search for this website. And I use this website to download the data concerning my work. And this is one example of a source of data for you to use for your research. But the data is at a global scale, or at least in the regional scale, where the spatial resolution is not as high if you want to focus on a certain region, like most of what you want to do. For example, if you go to Sri Lavdi, I think you heard of Sri Lavdi, right? So far from Professor Hakimi, it's a case study for you to do some environmental work. So it doesn't zoom into a certain area and then you'll be able to collect data for that area. I think that one requires you to pay for the data if the data is available. When just now Dr. John mentioned that high resolution, you need to pay for it. But lower resolution is mostly fine if you're looking at large scale, and that's what I use so far. So when you go to this website, you can see a few tabs, and one of it is data there, right? If you click on data, you can search for the data here. Data file search, data direct access. Okay, let's try data file search. So there's a lot of information. Some of the information you might already be familiar with based on what Dr. John mentioned in his presentation. The one here, at least you notice the word MODIS Aqua. At least you've seen that before, right? That's the MODIS satellite. Is it MODIS sensor or MODIS satellite? I think it's MODIS satellite.
MODIS sensor.
A sensor, sorry. The MODIS is a sensor. So Aqua is a satellite, and attached to the satellite is this MODIS sensor. And here we download the data using the MODIS sensor, but on the Aqua satellite. Now, you might think that Aqua is just for the ocean, but it also measures the one on land too, because even though there's Terra and Aqua, where Aqua is for the ocean, Terra is for the land, but then they sometimes, the Aqua also measure the land, and the Terra.
They've already matched.
Yeah. So
together, the Terra and the Aqua.
Yeah. So you could get both land and ocean data from both Terra and Aqua satellites. And here, you can search for the particular data that you want. For example, maybe SST, so sea surface temperature. And then these are the types of data that's available. That's level 0, 1, 2. I think 0 is for the unprocessed data, the raw data. And then level 2 is, I think level 3. Level 1 and 2 is slightly more processed than before. That means they filter it, because you have a lot of, it's not all good data. Most of it is bad data. You have to filter it. So if you take the raw data is going to be unfiltered. It's going to be full with bad data. But then sometimes some people use it for their research. They still need to look at the raw data. But if you're just looking at the temperature itself without worrying so much about the bad data, then you can go up to a higher level, like say level 3 bin or level 3 SMI data, where it has been processed and it has to be quality checked. And these are the types of satellites in this website, at least, because there's a few just now. There's a UMETSAT. There's another website, I think a European website. It's a Copernicus website. And this is the NASA website. So the NASA website has this sensors and the different satellites, like say the Aqua, the Terra, Maris, CSZZ. I think some of this you mentioned, right? In your Dr. John's presentation. So you can, let's say, choose MODIS Aqua, and then just click on submit and see what we get.